What up, Dokkanners? We've received another hint for the upcoming Global Dokkan celebration. Day 1 gave us this still image. Day 2 gives us a video version of this same animation along with some extra stuff. The orchestra has now come back, so we will finally get the payoff to whatever that was where they were tuning up their instruments. So let's go ahead and check these out. There is a distinct difference between the global and the JP version of this. So we're going to be watching both, and then we will discuss. And yeah, if you already saw the thumbnail, then you know what's going on here. But for dramatic effect, we are going to drag this out. Dokkan Battle. Oh my God, wait a second. Dokkan Battle. Did I see purple and blue lightning? Okay. It is not the Daima theme. It is the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle theme. You got the two stream colors flying around the world. Okay. Right. And then the conductor stops in the middle. Why? Why did he stop? The text reads Global Dokkan Campaign 2025, but now the white text becomes blue and purple. And then we get a quote. At last, the time is upon us.
What?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Hey, Grok, is this real? All right, now let's check out the JP version of this. Dokkan Battle. Okay, the text reads Global Dokkan Campaign 2025. It is already blue and purple. There's no changing.
木は熟したということか。
Oh. Whoa.
木は熟したということか。
Wait a minute. No. No.
その通りかもしれません。確かにその通りかもしれません。私は物事
has to go soon.
No.
悪に揺れるがゆえにその中
What? What's happening? It's Zamasu. In that quote, he basically says the time is ripe, which means the time is upon us. So, Zamasu is in the teaser. Now, let's go over my reaction first, and then we'll discuss what this could potentially mean. My reaction is, oh my God, we actually might not get Daima. We could be getting Future Saga. That was my first gut reaction, because that's what you would think when you see this, right? At the end of this. So this now recontextualizes the meaning of this entire image right here. The two streams that are flying could be Vegito Blue and Rose. It could be Zamasu and Rose. It could still, for me, I should still say, it is still very much also visually referencing Daima, where Super Saiyan 4 awakens. But hearing Zamasu's voice definitely changes things, because now we know for sure Future Saga will have a place in the Global Dokkan celebration. Objectively speaking, this is a good thing. The reason that this is a good thing is because the Future Saga category simply has not been given enough decent updates in recent memory. The last time we had a major celebration for Future Saga was 2 years ago during the worldwide celebration. It's funny because I think I recently said that it's not going to be Future Saga because we already had a worldwide celebration for this. It's too soon. But if this were to be a part of a Global Dokkan celebration, that would be fine, because giving Future Saga a piece or two would be good for the future of the category, pun intended. That category needs help. Both the super side and the extreme side, both sides need help. Zamasu being the voice that we hear makes me think, if anything, we will probably see a boost to the extreme category, or the extreme class for Future Saga, which is better, especially considering the most recent update to Future Saga was actually the Goku Black Rose during year 9 for Super Boss. The category needs help. So objectively speaking, this is a good thing. Assuming they cook, assuming they make the units all equally good, this would be a fantastic upgrade. Also, when you factor the 10-year anniversary and what it has been so far, it has been catering to various aspects of the Dragon Ball fandom, celebrating 10 years of Dragon Ball, 10 years of Dokkan, but also commemorating the various aspects of the fandom by giving them all of the reps for the various parts. We haven't covered every single part though. right? There are a few parts that are kind of missing. Dragon Ball Saga, you could argue there could be a lot more. Z, we covered a pretty good amount. GT, we got a Super Saiyan 4. Super, we got Tournament of Power. Actually, these are not the real units. Yeah, so Tournament of Power, Battle of Gods, Super Broly. There's no Superhero. There's no Future Saga. There's no Universe 6, Universe 7. You could argue Universe 6, Universe 7 was already covered with the celebrations leading up to it with this, right? You got the Janemba movie. You had more Android Cell Saga. But the one thing that we did not get was Future Saga. So having Future Saga be a part of the celebration is a good thing. Some of you have said Daima alone would not be able to carry the entire celebration. And you know what? To an extent, you're correct. Because some people may not necessarily care about Dragon Ball Saga. This new direction that they did for the 10th anniversary was a smart one, because no matter where you are in the Dragon Ball space as a fan, your arc or your character was likely covered in some form or fashion during the celebration, which could kind of bring you in, right? It's like Smash Brothers. If you're a fan of Smash Brothers, it could be because you're a Persona fan, or maybe you're a Metal Gear Solid fan, or maybe you're a Fire Emblem fan, or a Metroid fan, but you have a reason, you have a claim to fame in that game. So likewise, here, having every single rep from like every single arc would be a good thing for the 10-year celebration year overall. And since they couldn't cover all of it here, they're doing more of it in the Global Dokkan celebration. That's how I look at it. Also, if we were to tie in Daima and Future Arc, I could see it. I mean, although we kind of already did this with, I think it was the Worldwide Celebration. I mean, the Worldwide Celebration 2023 was very much Future Saga, but there was the whole Power of Wishes thing, right? Wait, no, that wasn't. That was the 8th anniversary, wasn't it? 8th anniversary? Yeah, I think it was the 8th anniversary. We had the Power of Wishes. Power of Wishes is the one thing that I kind of see as the common thread between like Goma and Zamasu. Both wished for something evil, right? Zamasu switched bodies with Goku. Goma turned the heroes into Rugrats. You could also throw in Demon King Piccolo. He wished for eternal youth, so he also has a claim here, but he again was already represented during the 10th anniversary, so probably not. Having 2 arcs for the celebration would be good, because it would create some diversity, and if you're not a fan of one, you have the other. I hear a lot of you guys, I hear a vocal minority who don't like Daima. You don't have to like everything that you know is made in Dragon Ball. You are allowed to dislike certain things. If you don't like Daima, perhaps you like Future Arc and you get something from that. This might make your summons easier because you have less to worry about. I do think though, with multiple arcs being covered, I feel like there's a more likely chance we do get 6 LRs as opposed to 4, but we'll see. That's not something that we can really determine at this point. But Future Saga plus Daima is good. Let's just go ahead and ponder what the lineup could be. Also, when I was preparing this, I looked at the Radiant Summer Dokkan like logo thing. It's blue and pink or purple or lavender, whatever. I don't know if this means anything, but yeah, I just want to throw that out there. So let's go ahead and just ponder a lineup. What would the lineup be? Maybe they really combine the 2 arcs into each half of the celebration. Maybe we get a full villains lineup for part 1, and then we get a full heroes lineup for part 2. I think that would be ideal. If not, let's at least make the villains the heroes of the story, if you get what I'm saying. I want a Dokkan Festival Zamasu Rose, and more specifically, I want a reversible exchange. Oh, it's not here. I want a no, it's right here. Yeah. I want a reversible exchange Goku Black Rose and Zamasu. This, in my opinion, is what we should have had during the 10th anniversary. We had a super class reversible exchange. We should have had an extreme class reversible exchange. We need that. So having Rose Zamasu be a reversible exchange would give us the extreme version of the units that we got during the 10th anniversary. That would be great. And then you could have the Carnival LR be the Vegito Blue, and we could finally have a Vegito Blue straight up LR. That's summonable. We have a free-to-play version, which is the STR free-to-play LR Vegito Blue, but I would like a summonable version of that. Also, it would kind of pay off the fact that we already got an LR summonable Gogeta. Granted, he starts off as Super Saiyan Gogeta, but we do have the 9th anniversary Gogeta that turns into Gogeta Blue. So if we could have something similar, maybe just straight up, maybe base Vegito into Vegito Blue as a carnival, that would be a good payoff for this like sort of inequality here. There's a lot of Gojitas, and more recently there's been a lot more Gojitas than Vegitos, and I think that Vegito deserves that. Vegito did have a a major part of the 10th anniversary, but still, you get what I'm saying. So that's one idea. And then for Daima, it's got to be Goku and it's got to be Goma. As a Vegeta fanboy, I hate to say that, but Super Saiyan 4 must be a part of this celebration if Daima is still going to be covered, because that is the most iconic part of the entire thing. So assuming it is Goma and Goku, it would be Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku and Goma, Third Eye Goma. That's it. And for that one, there's no reversible exchange unless you want to do the reversible exchange between Goku and Vegeta, where Bulma's whole like threat of not showering or bathing with Vegeta, that could actually, honestly, now that I think about it, that would be a fantastic way to do a reversible exchange. That would actually be really good. How would you reversible exchange back into Vegeta though? Oh, it would just be at the beginning when Vegeta was about to fight Goma, he said like, we did rock, paper, scissors, I won, I'm gonna go first, or you promise, something like that. It'll be something like that. Vegeta can switch back from Goku, but obviously switching from Vegeta to Goku would be the funnier one, but that would totally work as a reversible exchange. Yeah, we're going to be getting another reversible exchange unit, but who knows? Maybe this reversible exchange ends up being Super Saiyan 4 Goku plus Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. You know what that means? That means that in the future, you could still have releases of those two characters individually. If we start off with the most powerful version of the Daima characters, it would still allow for plenty of new releases for Daima with those same characters, but separate. And I think that it would also create a very good legacy for Daima. Anytime we return to the category, we would remember, okay, this is how the category started with these guys. Okay, so let's see what the next installment is going to be, because we've already got a good rep to sort of start the Daima representation. Although that's not entirely true. We've had a few, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, Daima and Future Saga can totally work together. Let me know what you guys think about this one. I'm gonna be honest, I could ramble for a lot longer and go over some various possibilities, but I'm a little scared, so I'm gonna stop here. But I'm gonna end on one final note. Just one more thing. One more thing.
悪に揺れるがゆえにその中から正義も生まれうる。確かにその通りかもしれません。
スカウターさえあれば村など簡単に見つけられたもの。あれはベジータ。
Okay, I mean, come on now. It kind of sounds like it could work. It could work. He kind of sounds like